After a spate of school violence, one educator is taking the matter of safety inside classrooms into her own hands. Julie Kraemer is a superintendent in Illinois. She now carries a gun to school every day. The educator, with over 20 years of experience, was sworn in as a police officer in September after undergoing 9 months of law enforcement training. Now officially an officer, Kraemer says she doesn't enter school grounds without her weapon. Huntsville School District Superintendent Julie Kraemer joins me now from Huntsville, Illinois. Julie, thank you for being with us. Now, I understand you already had a concealed carry license before undergoing police training. Was there a specific catalyst that convinced you to take that extra step to become a law enforcement officer?
The concern was from all the shootings that have happened over the years, and in particular, one was close to home in Mattoon, which is about an hour away. We had discussed the importance and how long it would take to get somebody here if something would happen in our school district. So when that happened and it was so close to home, we really began to start to research that.
And then you have called this extra training essential. Is that right? Why do you think that it's important that you, as a school superintendent with a gun in the school, had this training?
I think it's very important for you to have the extra and additional training so you know how to act and react properly. If a situation, God forbid, would ever happen here, I think it gave me extra confidence to be able to do what I needed to do if the need arise. I don't think that every teacher and every administrator should just be able to carry. I think that there needs to be some additional training that has to go along with that so they are truly comfortable in being able to react.
And now, do you carry your gun with you every day on your person and you feel prepared to use it?
I do. Every day it's just part of my wardrobe. Just like I put on my watch, I make sure that I also put it on and have it with me.
And again, you feel, should the need arise, you are ready to use it. You would have no problem shooting to kill if necessary.
Yes, I think just the opposite. If I didn't do something and more people happen to be hurt in that situation, that is when it would become very hard for me to sleep at night. I was asked that question in police academy. Hey, a lot of times this is students who return. Would you be able to do something? And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but in my mind, if I'm dealing with a student who has made the choice to walk into my school district to hurt individual innocent students who haven't made that choice, then yes, I would not hesitate. I could and would take care of the situation in order to save students' lives. It's my job, it's our job as educators to protect them the best we can.
And Julie, tell us a little bit about your school district specifically. What is it about it geographically that influenced your decision to undergo this police training?
We're a small rural school district. We're about 15 miles at best away from a full-time police department, which is where the more than likely where the people would come from. And so therefore, we're looking at anywhere from a 15, 25, 30-minute response time. And I think if you go back and look at the research, a lot of things can happen. Every minute counts.
So would you recommend other schools with limited resources to similarly arm their teachers or superintendents?
I think with the proper training, and I'll even go so far as to saying I started in January and ended up in September 22nd, there might be even a middle ground. I do believe that there needs to be additional training. I think it needs to be a local decision, the Board of Education and Administration deciding who is comfortable in doing that and who they're comfortable doing that. But I do believe additional training is important.
Julie, gun control advocates say guns have absolutely no place in schools. How would you respond to that statement?
Well, I think in the school that I just mentioned, they had the nice little sticker that said, hey, no weapons are allowed in here. And unfortunately, it's not the law-abiding citizens that do this that are going to pay attention to that sticker. It's individuals who don't care whether or not they're supposed to have a gun or a weapon inside the school. They're just on a mission to wreak harm. And so they're not going to follow those rules. And up until not too long ago, if they came into my school district, I had a stapler that I could throw at them. But other than that, there was no real way for me to protect my students and my teachers. This gives me a reliable, viable way to have a proactive way to counterattack that if something happens. Again, the goal is that I never have to use it. But unfortunately, we live in a society that it's been proven that individuals don't necessarily pay attention to the rules and the laws.
Do you bemoan that larger picture that we're facing right now, where a school superintendent like yourself feels the need to get this training and be armed? I mean, do you see a larger societal problem around that?
I do. I think it's sad that I even had to, as a superintendent, make this decision. I can tell you that since this has kind of taken fire and gotten out there, I've been contacted by several other administrators, not only in the state of Illinois, but in other states. All educators go into education for a reason, and we do care about our kids. And we have, for me, it's 324 kids that are my kids. And so I know other educators and administrators feel the same way. And therefore, we all want to do what we can to protect our kids when they're with us every day.
And Julie, you are now a licensed law enforcement officer. Do you plan at any point to use your training outside of the school setting?
I may. I don't know. My primary purpose of doing this was so I would have it on a day-to-day basis to help my school district, but I'm not opposed to also helping my community. Again, it's a small community, and therefore it's sometimes hard to, get part-time police officers to also help within the community. So that's something that I might be willing to do in the future as well.
Really quickly, Julie, do you feel that the students are comfortable with your decision? Do any come to you and say, I feel nervous about the fact that you have a gun?
No, it's been quite the opposite. There was a little concern because you never know, but the community, the parents, the students, the teachers, administrators have all been great. In fact, I've gotten several email thank yous. I've gotten several handwritten thank yous from individuals that have been past graduates, that have grandkids in their classrooms. I've received emails from individuals in other states saying, hey, we think this is a great idea. We wish this was happening in our schools. So overall, it's been a very positive reception of the idea from our students and our community.
Julie Kraemer, thank you. It's clear you care very deeply about the students in your care. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.